Hi there, my name is Lara Waldman. I'm a healer and a freedom coach, and I help people who are stuck, anxious, and overwhelmed regain a sense of purpose in their life. And today I'd like to speak to you about perfectionism, about how the desire to be perfect or trying to be perfect leaves you stuck and paralyzed and unable to move forward. And I did this quite dynamically. I tended to only focus on the things that I thought I was good at, and if I wasn't good at something, I wouldn't go there or I'd quit very quickly. But very soon, as in my adult years, there were certain things that were just calling me, that there was this yearning, this desire to take certain action or to do certain things in the world. But I found that I could not move forward with it. And this went on for years and years. And it particularly started to show up in my business and certain things that I wanted to do in my business, and yet I could not move forward with it. What I realized was that I had this huge fear of getting things wrong or of not being good enough, and also of being judged and criticized and ridiculed. So it was almost as if I was waiting for one day to wake up and I'd magically be perfect and amazing, and then I could go out there into the world. Now, bad news, it doesn't tend to work like that. So this whole thing is very silly in retrospect, but it affects all of us in different ways. Do you have a yearning in your heart? Do you have a little niggle of something that you'd really love to do and that's been with you, talking to you for ages? I would bet that you do. I think that most people do. That there's certain things that are just yearning to come out. And I see this is about the expression of you. There's certain parts of you that are just yearning to express themselves in the world. But very quickly, we bring in all the judgments of why that's not possible or why we can't do it. And it often is in fear. Yeah, fear of not being good enough, fear of being ridiculed, fear of being criticized. But if you look at how a child learns, they have no judgment. And when a child is learning to walk, for example, they will fall over many, many times. They learn through failure. They learn through getting it wrong. But we don't even consider it failure. That's just how they learn to walk. They stand up, they wobble, they fall on their bum. They stand up again, they might take one step, they fall over. Now the child doesn't judge themselves. They just get up and try again. Or they may, cry if they hurt themselves, or they may get frustrated, but they don't stop. They have this desire to keep pushing themselves, to keep moving forward, to keep expanding and growing and exploring and learning. We as adults, we still have this within us, but we shut it down. We block it. And what happens is when we shut down an energy that needs to express itself or yearns to express itself, it can create all sorts of problems for us. Can leave you feeling really exhausted, and it can leave you feeling emotionally out of balance. It can even lead you to having physical health problems. I found that when we unlock and start to express this energy that is lying within you, you will have increased energy. You will feel more alive, more vital. You may feel absolutely terrified at the same time, but perhaps that is you feeling excited. So the thing is you have a choice. You absolutely don't have to do anything about this. You can stay stuck. You can keep this part of you hidden away. But I kind of think, what is the point? Like, why not? Why not take a risk? Why not go for it? Because life is too short. How would you feel at the end of your life if you keep staying stuck in the place you're stuck now? I imagine not very good. I imagine there would be some regret. So I say, what about living a life of no regret and just going for it, playing like a child, not taking ourselves so seriously? This is about you expressing you. It may be that what you want to do is designed to kind of express itself to other people or help other people, but ultimately you're doing it just for the fun of it, to express a part of who you are. And as you do that, as you express your energy and share who you are with the world, other people too will benefit. But first and foremost, do it for you. So, what is it that you know you need to do? What is it that's been niggling at you? And would you be willing to take the first step? All you need to do is take the first step. And then after that first step, then you look at, well, what is the next step after that? So really, it's not the thing itself that is stopping you. It's all the undercurrents, the fears, all of the stuff that is underneath there that is stopping you. And that's the area that you need to look at and receive support in. So chances are, if you've been stuck with this for a while, you'll probably remain stuck. So what I highly, highly recommend is that you receive support, hand-holding, to take the next few steps. A child also needs their hand held when they're learning how to walk, and this is absolutely okay. It's not a failure, it's not a weakness. We just need that sometimes, and it is so worth it. So, what I'd love to invite you to do is to begin the process of clearing and releasing all those hidden, unconscious or conscious fears and emotions that are stopping you from taking the next step in your life. To release all of those ego limitations. They're just a fantastic way that you've been keeping yourself stuck. And now I'd like you to hold the intention to take the first step. What is the first action step that you can take towards the thing that you long to create or express or do? And what support can you receive in order to do that? And would you be willing to make a commitment to you? If nothing else, just for you, just to feel better. It will help you to have increased energy, to feel better about yourself, to feel more vital and alive. Yes, you'll feel scared, and yes, you'll feel uncomfortable, but that's part of the journey. So, let's not take ourselves so seriously. Let's start to have a little fun and learn to grow and explore and develop like a child. You may not be brilliant at it right away, but you learn through doing. We learn through failure. We learn through getting things quote unquote wrong. They're not wrong. It's just that we'll get better over time. Where you start now and a year from now, of course you're going to have grown and developed. And then a year after that, of course you're going to have grown and developed even more, but you need to start somewhere. So the first step, just focus on what's the next step and receive all the support you need. So to close, I'd like you to hold an intention every day. I take the next step forward in my life, and I release all the fears and limitations that are holding me back. And I open to receive all the support I need to move forward with my life now. Hold those intentions every day, and you will begin to move forward. If you need any help or support with you moving forward in your life, I'd be honored to support you. So please feel free to get in touch. Please comment below, ask questions below, and subscribe to this channel so that you can receive future videos from me. I look forward to speaking to you again in the future.